Okay, Tina, what can I get you for breakfast? I'll make you an omelet. I'll make a great omelet. Listen, I know you're upset, but you have to eat.
Cord, maybe you made a mistake. Maybe what you saw and what you heard wasn't right.
No, Tina, I didn't make a mistake. I'm telling you, I was there in that diner in Pine Valley, having something to drink with the guys in the union. They left. I turned around and I saw Clint.
And he didn't see you? I mean...
No, I'm positive he didn't see me. He was too busy. He was giving a rose to that woman that he called Sandra. I tell you, Tina, that's what happened. Believe me.
I don't want to believe this. I don't want to believe any of this.
Tina, I hate it as much as you do.
Cord, you have to be wrong about this. You have to be wrong. There's no way that Clint would do anything like that.
That Clint would do anything like what? Okay, just a minute. Draw you. Let me win.
Let you? Let you? Did you see that fool running up and down the baseline? Like a mechanical man, left, right, until he fell on his face and the ball went past him? That was me. Totally and utterly defeated.
You weren't that bad.
I've never been so humiliated in all my life. Woman, where did you learn to play tennis like that?
Vacation Bible camp when I was 12.
Yeah. And my mama tried to get me to go to vacation Bible camp. If only I'd known what I was missing.
It's too late now. Pay up.
All right. A bet is a bet.
Yes, indeedy.
Bartender,
Yep.
2 little surprises and put them on my room.
You know, we're going to have to do this more often because I love winning.
You know, this is a coincidence because this is the first time in my life I have ever enjoyed losing. And to the victor, go the...
Spoil?
I sympathize with you, Kevin. No, I really do. What can I do, huh?
Talk to Alex.
I talked to her. I talked to her last night, you remember?
Well, then try again. Look, Lisa managed to call me first thing this morning. Oh, she was still crying.
Did she and Alex talk again?
Talk? Alex doesn't talk. She gives orders.
Now, that's not fair, Kevin.
Look, maybe Lisa and I were kissing when Alex walked in. But what's so wrong with that? I mean, Lisa likes me. I like her.
Yeah, no, you
it's only natural.
No, you don't have to tell me what it's like when a guy and a girl that like each other are sitting on a couch together. Yeah.
I wasn't trying to take advantage of her. If that's what you're thinking, well,
No,
then
I'm not thinking that because I know you. Alex has a very special relationship with Lisa. Now, no matter how much you like her, she's a very innocent young woman.
She still is. Why can't Alex see that?
Oh, I'm sorry. This just came in the overnight mail. It's terrible news.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rain.
Well?
It was
Well, something about the union.
banner.
Well, the union over at the banner.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. What about them?
Well, I was just telling Tina that, you know, if Clint wasn't careful, he was going to alienate the leaders of the union, that's all.
Right, and then I said no, Clint would never do that.
Yeah. Can I get you some coffee? It's nice and hot.
No, I'd really rather talk about Clint some more, if you don't mind.
Oh, it was nothing, Vicki. We shouldn't have really been talking about him.
Yeah. You want cream and sugar in this?
Hold on. Cord, please. What's wrong? What's going on? You're worried about Clint, right?
No, we're not. We're not worried, are we, sweetheart? We're not.
No. No,
Really?
I saw Clint yesterday. He was fine.
You mean at Megan and Jake's, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right. You know, we didn't stay very long at Megan and Jake's.
Yeah, that's all right. Clint took you for a surprise, right?
We sure did.
Where'd you go?
We went dancing.
No kidding.
We sure did.
Wow, it's been a long time since you've done something like that.
Yes, it has. Took me to the Terrace restaurant at the Buchanan Palace. It's so pretty. They've reopened it now for spring. We had an absolutely enchanting evening. And then and then at the end of the evening, he announced that we're going to Florida today. Just for a sort of second, well, fourth, fifth, seventh honeymoon, something like that.
Wow.
Okay, what's wrong?
Vicki, nothing. Don't be silly. Nothing is wrong. Really. I think that you should go upstairs and get your bikini packed if you're going to Florida.
All right. I'll see you later.
What is wrong with you? How can you think that Clint has seen another woman?
What are you talking about? I saw it with my own two
Then you
eyes,
need glasses,
Tina.
Cord. You need glasses. You saw Vicky. She's very, very happy, and you have made a terrible mistake.
Tina?
Aloha surprise.
Sure is. Drinks, yes. Thank you. Why don't we take these over to the table and order the special luau brunch?
Why don't you go ahead? I'll be right there.
Okay.
Brenda, you missed the greatest tennis match ever.
Yeah, well, I think I did you a favor not showing up, Sheila.
You still down from last night?
Yeah, I could hardly get out of bed this morning.
Okay, look on the bright side. At least you and Larry were talking again last night.
Oh, yeah, we were talking fine until he jumped up and walked out of the bar and left me there. Sheila, he's made it so very, very clear that he's not going to get over this resentment that he feels, so I'm just going to have to let it go and not let it ruin my good time.
So when it's going to start?
Oh, no. When's the next tennis match?
Why do we do brunch first? How's that? Okay. Bartender, one more aloha surprise, please. Double.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Good.
Why don't you join Sheila and me for brunch?
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I could use the company.
Troy, guess who is joining? Hi, Larry.
Listen, why don't I let you guys have your
Oh,
brunch?
please, Larry, don't leave on my account.
Why should anybody have to leave? A bartender!
I know. One more aloha surprise.
Right. Larry, sit. No, you sit here. This is reserved for the tennis champ.
Oh, thank you.
I got it. Watch it.
Well, what's up, Doc?
Oh, gee, I hadn't heard that one before.
Well, are we in a good mood this morning?
Sorry, it's been a long night, Troy.
But today is another day in paradise.
You're surprised, Dr. Walt?
Oh, yeah, well, that's exactly what I need.
This is from Statesville Prison.
Who from, Gabrielle?
No, it's from Fred Porter, Lisa's father. I went to see him last night.
You did what?
No, simmer down, Kev, simmer down.
I thought that I should go see him. I'm Lisa's guardian. I thought I should tell the man what's going on between you and his daughter.
There's nothing going on. We're dating. We go out. We have fun. Is that such a crime?
Kevin, I'm trying to read this.
I'm very
okay?
lucky that they even let me in there last night. But when I explained to them the seriousness of the situation...
Now, serious? Only because you're making it that way.
No, Alex is right about this being serious. Therefore, I'm making arrangements to have her rejoin her classmates at Windrose School in Washington, D.C.
He can't do that.
Yeah, he can. He's her father, Kevin. He also wants the headmistress of the school to assume full responsibility for his daughter. He wants it done now.
I gotta find Lisa.
No, Kevin, just... Look, if you interfere now, you're gonna make things a lot worse.
Things can't get any worse.
I never meant for this to happen, Bo. Did I do the wrong thing? Should I have not to go see Porter? I just... Did I overreact?
I don't know. Maybe. Maybe if you could have gotten a meeting with Lisa and her father face to face, maybe he wouldn't have been so harsh then.
That's the whole point. Lisa and her father can't even be in the same room together, Bo. They had a terrible blowout the last time that they spoke to each other, and it's a very good thing that she wasn't there last night.
Porter hit the roof, huh?
Oh, he was absolutely furious. And the person he was the most furious at was me. He thought that I'd neglected her, that it was my fault, that she was spending so much time with Kevin. It just makes me sick. I've been trying to do the right thing here, you know,
and now you're stuck right in the middle.
Right. You know, I think that maybe I should go talk to Vicky.
Why? Why do something like that? I mean, she's Kevin's mother, but if Porter means what he says here in this letter...
I know, but maybe she could help me respond to this letter, Bo. The thought of Lisa going to Washington, it just makes me...
I know you two you've become very close.
She's like my family. Like my only family. And I'm not going to let her go without a fight.
Alex, I want you to know that I really admire what you're doing. It's not easy to make a mistake and then do your best to correct it.
Thank you. Coming from you, that means a lot. You just don't know how much.
Well, these are beautiful. Thank you, Mr. B. Hello?
Oh, hello, Vicky. It's Dorian. Have you got a minute?
Not really.
Oh, well, this won't take long. I wanted your reaction to the news.
What news?
Well, haven't you heard? Well, last night the city council appointed Herb to take over for you as mayor.
Well, I knew that. The city council president called me right after the meeting last night. And I immediately called Herb to congratulate him. What's the matter, Dorian? Didn't he tell you?
Well, then you're pleased. No bitterness, no recriminations.
Now, why would there be, Dorian? I thought I made it very clear when I resigned that I thought that Herb should replace me. What's the matter? Did you expect me to make better copy? Huh? A few angry words from my ex-rival. So sorry. I think he's a fine man, and he's going to make...
We interrupt our program for this special report from the Eyewitness Newsroom. Here now is Tim Fleischer.
Good afternoon, everyone. We have reports now that a helicopter has gone down into the water.
Scheduled program.
They are friends. We have stood by them over the years, and I am confident that they will stand by us.
Oh, very brave words, but the fact remains that you... Hello? Oh. She hung up on me.
Vicky?
Yes. Well, I don't mind her being rude to me, but for her not to attend your swearing-in ceremony, I just...
have her good wishes, whether she can be there today or not.
No.
Mr. Mayor, may I join you for a moment? Mr. Mayor, not quite yet.
In a few hours, it will be. Official business, right?
No, Dorian, I just wanted to be the first to congratulate my friend. Oh, well, thank you, Ray, thank you.
What about the motorcade?
Motorcade?
Yes, from the ceremony at City Hall to the party afterwards. It's all arranged, isn't it?
Not by me. It's up to the police commissioner, and he's out of town on assignment right now.
Oh, pooh.
I'm telling you, it's one of those nights you just dream about.
Boy, you are boring them to tears.
No, go on. Keep talking.
How can I describe it? The beach. It seemed to be made of diamonds instead of sand. The way it shimmered in the moonlight. And the waves, the way they kissed the shore.
Kissed the shore?
Yeah, kissed that shore. And the moon, I've never seen anything like it. It cast a glow like a great carpet of light, leading right to the beach. And just for a moment, I thought Sheila and I could walk out on that light and stroll right to the moon, hand in hand. Oh, Larry, come on now, don't laugh.
Oh, my goodness, not only a smile, but a whole laugh for us. Maybe the ice is finally breaking.
Ice in Hawaii?
No, forget it. It's inside joke.
Oh, is that so? Well, since you think my little story is so funny, Larry, why don't you tell me what you and Brenda did last night?
Troy, I don't think that's such a good idea.
Oh, no, please. I would love to share with you what I did last night. Where do I start? Let's see. Well, right after Larry walked out and left me sitting at the bar, I decided to go back to my room, which I did, and I got in there and I painted my toenails this shimmering shade of pink. And then I wrote a card to my son, Stephen, which was very nice, and then I turned on the nightly news, and you know what? It was raining in Maui. What'd you do, Larry?
Well, after I left Brenda in the bar, I went back to my hotel room, and I did not paint my toenails pink, but I did work on my speech today. But somehow I lost my concentration, and I don't know, went down to the beach, took a long swim about 2 miles out. Kind of cooled me down.
Well, that was last night, though.
Oh, well, listen, today promises to be even more exciting because in less than 1 hour, I'm about to give a speech, and thanks to the events of the last 24 hours, I haven't the foggiest idea what I'm going to say, so please excuse me. Tina, I didn't make a mistake about this. I would give anything to be wrong, but I am not.
Cord, Clint loves Vicky. I know that. Everybody knows that, except for you, apparently.
Are you not listening to me? Now, I'm telling you, I was there at the diner. You weren't. I saw what I saw. If there's another explanation for this, give it to me. I'd love to hear it.
I don't know. Maybe he was working on an article or something.
Why would he go all the way out to Pine Valley? Why would he go to a roadside diner? That is definitely not Clint's style.
She's a secret source. That's what newspaper people do, right?
Why'd he give her the rose, Tina?
I don't know. Clint's a gentleman. He was
He said, I can't tell you how much you mean to me, Sandra. That's being a gentleman? Well, that's being polite, Tina? Come on. What did he say about not wanting to tell the truth to the family? What's that?
Cord, I don't want to hear anymore. I just don't.
Tina, I don't like having to say this. But come on. I know a romance when I see one.
Cord, then why is he taking her to Florida for a second honeymoon? And why did he give her those beautiful earrings? It does not make sense.
Don't know. Look, maybe he was feeling guilty. Maybe that's the way he dealt with it.
Cord, if this can happen to Clint and Vicky, then...
Tina, if I could make this go away, I would.
I don't know what happened. Why?
Tina, I don't know either. But I know one way I can get to the bottom of it, and that's going straight to the horse's mouth.
No, Cord, you can't confront him. Not now.
Tina, I'm not going to wait any longer.
No, you have to wait, because, listen, you don't want to ruin her trip to Florida. Just give Vicky that much, please.
Listen, I tried to talk to Clint last night at Megan's place. It didn't work out, all right? I'm not going to put this off any longer.
Oh, you do? You hear the good news?
If you like nuts, you'll love Cluster's cereal. Cluster's is the breakfast cereal with almonds, pecans, walnuts, and honey, crushed into little nut clusters.
Would you like coffee or tea or something?
No, thank you. What I really need is your help.
Good heavens, you're so upset. You know, I don't really know the facts.
Well, I am no prude, Vicky, and I'm certainly not here to criticize your son. But what I saw shocked me. I mean, if I had waited 2 more minutes to come in there, they would have been in Lisa's bedroom.
Oh, Alex, I think that's quite an assumption.
Well, I can't deny what I saw. I'm not blaming Kevin entirely. I mean, I know that there were 2 people on the sofa.
Well, kissing or necking or whatever you want to call it is one thing. Going to the bedroom and making love is quite another. I'm confident my son knows the difference.
So you agree with Bo that I overreacted?
I wasn't there, obviously, but knowing my son as well as I do, I think that I think you made too much out of an innocent matter.
That's what Bo said. I feel so terrible about this.
Oh, come on. You don't have to be that upset. You only did what you thought was right. Quite frankly, that's the hardest part about being a parent or a guardian. Nobody gives you any rules. Nobody tells you what to do. You have to figure it out by trial and error.
But maybe if I talked to somebody about it, maybe it would have turned out
No,
differently.
come on. You can't change what happened anyway. Can I do anything for you?
I can't believe how nice you're being to me after what I said about Kevin. Thank you. Maybe there is something you could do.
Sure. What?
There really isn't anything more important in life than family, is there?
No, not to me.
I tried very hard to make a family with my father and with Lisa. And it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. It meant a lot to me, and Bo knows that. We had the same feelings about everything, the same thoughts, the same dreams. At least we did once.
Well, Bo is a Buchanan, and I know that he places family and love above everything else.
Would it be too much to ask for you to talk to him and tell him that I didn't mean to hurt anybody, that I only did what I thought was right? I never intended for Lisa to get hurt. Vicky, I know he would listen to you.
Oh, sure. Sure. I'll talk to him. In fact, I'll try and catch him before I leave, okay?
Thank you. Sure. Thank you very much.
Flo tells me that you're on your way to Florida. Have a wonderful trip.
Thank you very much. You don't mind if I don't see you out?
No, of course not.
Okay. Alex, keep your chin up. Come on.
Yeah, right. Chin up. I'll try. Good. Thanks.
Well, aren't you going to say something? You know, bon voyage, have a nice trip, bring me back some grapefruit, anything.
We were, wishing you have a great trip, you and Vicky.
Yeah, of course we are, Clint.
Yeah.
Listen, Tina, didn't you say that Kim wanted to take the baby out, get some fresh air?
Yeah, but...
Well, I think now would be a good time for that, right before lunch, don't you?
Something wrong?
No, the baby's just been cooped up inside all day. Tina, why don't you go take care of that?
All right.
All right, Clint, I'll take the bull by the horns here. Listen, last night...
Yes, I know. I remember. You wanted to talk to me. What's up?
Well, it's just that yesterday Look, I know you've been under a lot of pressure.
Well, that's no secret. Why do you think we're going away?
Well, yeah, I know that. It's just that, I guess I never realized the extent of the pressure that you've been under. I want you to know that, you know, I'm here for you, and I'm willing to help you out with anything. I'm willing to help you shoulder the load.
Well, thanks, Gordon. I appreciate that, son. But you know, the worst of the hard times is over. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to take my beautiful wife and go to Florida, now would I?
No, but it seems to me that...
I'll get that.
No, let me get it because I'm going to tell whoever it is to call back because this is important, okay? Hello.
May I speak to Clint Buchanan, please?
Who's calling, please?
Cord? Is that for me?
When that dry cleaning bill isn't a thrill, trust Woolite in your machine. To your dry cleaner say, we don't want our whites to gray.
I'll take it.
Clint.
Clint Buchanan.
Clint, it's Sandra. I'm sorry to call you at home. You know I wouldn't do it unless it was an emergency. Clint, something has come up that could drastically change everything for us.
Oh, easy now. Easy. It can't be all that serious.
Well, I'll explain everything later. How soon can you get here?
Well, now? Well, that's impossible. I'm afraid that is really impossible. I'm leaving town, and I got to catch a flight in an hour.
Clint, please, it's important.
Okay. I understand.
Then you'll hurry right over?
Of course. Of course. You're not going to believe this. That was Union calling. They're ready to sit down and hammer out a settlement. Otherwise, I'm going to be looking at a strike. I don't want to do that.
What about your trip to Florida?
Florida, what about Florida? This is an opportunity to settle all the issues. I can't ignore it, Cord.
Yeah, but Vicky's been looking forward to
Vicky
this
will
now.
understand. She'll understand. Now, as much as I hate to do it, I'm going to find her, and I'm going to tell her that the second honeymoon is just going to have to wait.
Clint.
What happened? What'd you say to him?
I didn't say anything to him. I didn't have time to say anything to him. She did all the talking.
She?
Yes.
Who's she?
I'm talking to Clint, and all of a sudden the phone rings, and it's a woman on the phone. And I'll bet you anything that it was pretty little Sandra making a call.
Sandra. Sandra?
Yes. I can't believe it. He tried to tell me that he was going to go to a union meeting. That's why he had to rush out of here. I know he was lying. You should have seen his face. The way his jaw dropped when he heard her voice.
Cord, this is incredible because if Clint is having an affair, I can't believe that he would let this person call here and just throw this whole thing in our face. I hate this. I really, really hate this.
Yes, I know. I hate it too.
No motorcade, no ticker tape, no big brass band. I'm sorry.
But Herb, I think
the city has a few better ways to spend its money than on my inauguration. Now, wouldn't you agree with that, Ray?
Mr. Mayor, on behalf of your overworked police department, I couldn't agree more.
Well,
listen, I have some security measures to take care of before the swearing in, so if you'll excuse me.
Yeah, of course. I'll see you at City Hall.
Oh, wait a minute, Ray. All right. We'll scratch the motorcade. But how about this? A 21-gun salute with the entire police sharpshooting team all in a line, and then we...
Go on. Go on. Yeah, see folks later.
Herb, I think it was a marvelous idea.
Would you like to know what would be a marvelous idea?
I am simply trying to add some glamour to your administration. Now, you know what Jackie did for JFK.
So buy yourself a pillbox hat. But the next time you make a suggestion, it is an automatic no.
Well, I certainly hope not. Since it concerns our daughter.
Cassie, what about her?
Well, it's common knowledge that she's been cool to me lately. I can't imagine why.
Oh, I have a pretty clear idea. Well, you're always trying to run her life.
That is not true, and you know it. Well, maybe in the beginning.
Yeah.
I was a little overzealous.
Yeah.
But then lately, well, after she realized she made a mistake and divorced Bob.
Bob?
Rob, I never can remember. And then when she finally figured out that John Russell wasn't any good for her, well, after all of that, I definitely didn't interfere with her life.
Glad to hear it. Cassie will be even more pleased to hear it when you tell her in person.
Oh, well, that would be wonderful if it were possible, which brings me to... What do you mean, in person?
I called Cassie last night right after the city council vote. She's arriving today for the swearing in.
Herb, as always, you read my mind. You are the most remarkable, wonderful man. Oh, Landview is so lucky to have you as their new mayor.
Well, right now, my sweet, I'm feeling pretty lucky myself.
I won't do it. I don't care what my father says or what you say. I'm not leaving town.
No one meant for this to happen, Lisa. Least of all me.
Then why did you go to Statesville and tell my father all those lies? All I did was kiss a boy, Kevin Buchanan, the nicest boy, the nicest person in this whole town.
Lisa, I did what I thought was best.
You didn't think, you just reacted, and now I have to pack up and move away.
I'll get it.
No, maybe it's Kevin. Bo, is Kevin with you?
No, Lisa, I'm sorry. It's just me today.
Bo, please come in. Lisa and I were just talking.
I'm through talking. Oh, you know what kind of person Kevin is. Can't you go to Statesville and talk to my father? Make him understand.
No, Lisa, listen. I'm sorry. But believe me, I'm the last man on earth that your father would want to listen to. And I think he's made his feelings pretty clear.
His feelings, Alex's feelings. Everybody's entitled to feelings. Everybody except me.
Lisa.
No, Alex, don't. Come on.
She needs me, Bo.
I think she made it pretty clear just now what she really does need.
She can't expect you to go to Statesville. I mean, you can't even stand looking Fred Porter in the face because he's responsible for Sarah's death.
Yeah, but she is Kevin's friend. I know that she's very important to you, and I think the kid deserves a better break than she's been getting on this right now. So I think the least I can do is I'll swallow my anger and I'll go see your dad and I'll try to change his mind.
That's very kind of you, but it's completely not going to work. He said to me, he doesn't want to see you, he doesn't want to see me anymore. He blames us both for failing, Lisa.
What? Oh, is that the way he feels? I know I can convince him otherwise.
No, you're not listening to me. He doesn't want to see you, you see? The best thing that we can do right now is to comfort Lisa before she has to leave for Washington and try not to be too hard on ourselves. At least that's what Vicki tells me.
Yeah, but I talked to Vicki on the phone. She said that you stopped by to see her.
Yes, I did. Did she say anything else?
Well, she said that you were afraid that I was angry at you.
Are you?
No, I'm not angry.
You don't know how much that means to me.
I'm a little disappointed. I already told you that. I think that you let your imagination run a little too wild when you saw Kevin and Lisa kissing innocently.
Oh, I am doing the best I can to correct that.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what good it's going to do now because it seems to me that this letter has taken the decision out of your hands.
What? What is it?
It just occurred to me. I mean, Porter moves pretty fast, doesn't he? You went to see him last night, and then he sends you a letter that you received this morning, overnight, special delivery. I'm just wondering, how does an inmate get an overnight package out of his cell?
Okay, this is something, it's Dad.
The game is taboo. How would you get your team to guess the secret word without using the 5?
I guess I'll just have to adjust to being alone.
What do you mean alone? Alex, hey, come on. You've still got you've got your friends here. You've got your job.
That's not family, Bo.
Yeah, but someday you're going to have a family of your own. A real family with your own kids. Come on, Alex, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? This is all going to happen, all right? One day you're going to have everything you want.
Do you really think so?
Oh, I really know so, okay? Come on, it's just a matter of time, that's all.
Well, we'll just cancel the trip, that's all.
We'll do nothing of the sort. Your bags are packed. The hotel's holding your room.
Oh, no way, Jose. If you're not going, nobody's going.
Honey, we're talking about a slight delay, not a cancellation. Yeah? Now, I'll take care of this meeting thing today. I'll jump a late flight, and I'll join you tonight for a moonlight supper.
Well, what if the negotiations drag on?
They won't.
How do you know?
Because the union wouldn't have called if they weren't ready to come to terms. I'll take care of this union thing, and then we can really enjoy our vacation. No worries, no problems to come home to. Just relaxation and romance.
Oh, it's terrifically romantic, sitting on a beach all by yourself, all alone. Besides, what if you can't get on a flight tonight?
Then at the very latest, I'll join you in the morning. Now, is that so terrible?
Yes, it is terrible. I don't see why I can't just wait and we'll fly together.
Honey, I don't have time to argue. Now, why do you want to deny your husband one of his greatest pleasures?
What?
Seeing his wife with a new tan line and the sunlight streaks in her hair?
You don't get that in one afternoon.
Well, you can get started at it. You know how irresistible I find you after you've had a day in the sun.
All right. I tell you what, in the interests of our romance, I will go without you. But you had better promise me that you're going to hurry up and join me.
I promise. Now, I'll get rid of this boring union business, and then, Mrs. B, we won't have a care in the world.
Well?
Well, that was Izzy Kaminsky. He says that there's no union meeting scheduled for today.
I don't believe this. That means that Clint...
That means that Clint lied, is what it means. So he's not going to a union meeting. He's going to meet up with Sandra. Look, Tina, I'm sorry. I don't mean to take this out on you, okay?
I know you don't. I know you're hurting, too. I just wish that this wasn't happening, Cord.
You and me both. And, you know, I try not to blame Clint for this. I try not to say it's his fault. I try to say it's the woman's fault. That she saw how pressured he was, that she took advantage of him, took advantage of his vulnerability now.
You let her, Cord.
Yeah, I know.
It's not all her fault.
I know. I just always thought of Clint as my ideal.
I know.
You know, the whole time we were separated, I kept holding on to Vicky and Clint, because they had, like, what I thought was this perfect marriage, you know? Like my inspiration. You know, I could look at Vicky and Clint and... Damn! Why did he have to do this?
Sweetheart. Sorry.
Your mission, treat a tough stain now and...
Is the seat taken?
Well, I don't know how to answer that exactly, since the last time we engaged in that conversation, there was somewhat of a disaster.
Well, I checked with the weatherman. There are no storms or monsoons or hurricanes. It's the wrong season.
Fine, sit down.
Thank you. Send any more postcards to Stephen?
Yes. Silly, huh?
I don't think it's silly. I think it's nice.
Well, your speech was nice today, too.
Brandy, you don't have to say that.
Oh, it was. It kept my attention, Larry.
Ah, you're the one.
I was watching faces, and everyone was very attentive to the whole thing. In fact, I overheard one man say that it was the best speech of the whole convention. So,
I had to pay the guy $50.
well, whatever. It was great.
Thank you.
Sorry that I almost ruined it for you, but it was great.
Hey, ooh, you didn't almost ruin anything for me. I'm the one who's sorry that I walked out on you last night.
Well, at least you had a nice swim, so that's good.
Yeah. It was a funny thing. Out there in the ocean, it was kind of liberating, I guess. You know, it's been a long time since I'd done anything like that, and it got me to thinking.
About sharks?
Yeah, no, but about this attitude I've had. I mean, Brenda, I've been in a lousy mood, and I guess it's because I've been asking myself a lot of questions. Well, one question in particular I've been not too anxious to face.
Well, that's interesting, because I have been asking myself those kinds of questions, too. And I tell you what, if you tell me yours first, then I'll tell you what mine is.
Well, obviously, given my history with women, do I have the guts to try again?
Well, that is some question, Doctor.
So I told you mine, you tell me yours.
Well, I was just wondering whether or not to ask you to have dinner with me tonight. And don't laugh. It's very important, I think, that we sit down in some peace and quiet and consider that question of yours.
Well, the first one who gets up and runs away...
Gets the bill charged to their room.
All right, you got it.
Private correspondence file. Well, that was simple enough. Even Lisa believed it came straight from her father. Oh, it was close for a moment with Bo. It's a good thing I can forge an overnight mail receipt. That FAB training comes in handy once in a while, huh? Now, phase 2. Dear Daddy, I hate to bother you, and I'm sorry that we argued the last time I saw you. But I think there are some things you should know. Alex has been kind to me, but I realize now that she is not the right person for me to be living with. I want to go back to my old school as soon as possible.
I'm sorry that we got to be so rushed, but I want to make that meeting at the Banner. And, honey, you're going to have to hurry to catch your flight. Cord, would you mind driving her to the airport?
Oh, that's ridiculous. I'll drive myself. I'll leave the car in the parking garage.
Cord, please. I don't want my wife racing through traffic.
Well, the last thing I want to do is make you worry.
Well, thanks, son. Now, with any luck at all, I'm going to be able to get this business taken care of with the union, and then all this strike talk will just disappear. Well, honey, we better get going. I'll carry your suitcase out to the car.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget to soak up the sun.
All right.
I'll be seeing you tonight.
You had
Or
better.
at the very latest in the morning.
You had better, and I mean that.
Okay.
Come on, Cord. We got marching orders.
Yeah, I guess so. Let's go. I'll see you later, honey. Excuse me.
Drive safely. Vicky,
Bye, darling.
have a wonderful, wonderful trip.
Why are you so unhappy?
I'm not.
Sweetheart, I hate
I'm
to rush
fine.
you, but,
Okay, I'm coming, my lord and master.
Lord and Master. Vicky. Yes, operator. I need the number for Pine Valley Diner. Yeah, it's in Pine Valley on Claremont Street, I think. Oh, it's 714 Lincoln? That's fine. Okay, you know what? I don't need the number. Thank you very much. Kim? Kim, can you make sure that Sarah gets her bottle? I'm going to go out for a little while. All right. Thank you.
There's Sally. She's writing the history of Oltl. There's Sandy, who's writing a book on TV comedy. And Kathy's doing an article on the love lives of men over the age of 95. Short article.
Why is George Burns making a list? Because he's joining friends and family.